So it's a common scripture. You've heard it used, but I'm just going to say it for you. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever would believe in him would not perish, but have everlasting life." In other words, God loved the world so much that he sent truth in the person of Jesus, because Jesus told us, he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And as we are learning in our values series, values that build vision, one of the values of God that we are embracing is that we spread the truth in love. John 3:16 says it so well, that God loved us so much that he sent his Son, that he sent truth to us. And then Jesus says that he loved the world so much that he sent us to the world. And he said that the trademark to the world would be, "They will know that you're my disciples by your love one for another." He says, the world has told you, you have heard it said to love your friends, hate your enemies. But Jesus said, "I tell you to love your enemies." The trademark of followers of Jesus is this concept that everything we do it in love. As a matter of fact, it's amazing how love motivates us, how love accelerates things. Jesus said in Revelations 3:19, "I love you, therefore I rebuke you." Love helps us to do the hard things. As a matter of fact, the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 13 tells us, if you do all the right things, but you don't do it in love, then it's meaningless. Love brings value to everything we do. And the lack of love diminishes the effect and even voids the good things that we do. So today, as we look at our core values, I want you to ask yourself, not are you speaking the truth, but are you speaking the truth in love? That's the most important part. The question that we have for us today isn't, are we spreading the word, but are we spreading the word in love? Because love makes the difference. The way of Jesus is the way of love. It doesn't mean we don't do the hard things. It doesn't mean we don't speak truth. We must speak truth, but we must speak truth in love. These two things are coupled together. Jesus came full of grace and full of truth. These are the core values of who Jesus is. So this day, as we share our daily devotion, I just encourage you today to focus in and ask yourself, hey, am I loving people well? It's amazing when I love someone, how I'm willing to speak hard things to them. And oftentimes fear keeps me back. Fear stops me from saying something to someone that they really need to hear, but I'm afraid of their response. But if I begin to pray for them and I begin to focus on how much I love them, well, scripture says perfect love casts out all fear. And all of a sudden that love drives me into hard conversations with people. It helps me to speak truth, because it's always easier to speak truth in love. And it's always more effective to speak truth in love than it is to speak it in anger. Anger very seldom leads us into the righteousness of God, James 1 tells us. But as we love people, they'll become more open to hearing the truth. And that's what we're called to do, to go into all the world and to spread God's truth in love. I hope this helped you today in our daily hope devotion. God bless you, and we'll talk to you later.